I am sorry about the way that we acted. We disappointed our friends who are here, our family who is here, and we disappointed this church that has given us so much over the years.
Does the commissioner want to dump firefighters who love Trump? The FDNY is reportedly coming after firefighters who booed Attorney General Letitia James in this video from a promotion ceremony last week. Roll it.
I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Attorney General Letitia James.
Oh, come on, we're in a house of God. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
Ugh, what a dumpster fire.
Yes, this is a quick update to a video I posted few days ago. Now they are changing the award. It is insane. I have never seen booing someone becomes a problem. I see that on a daily basis. When you take a look at this article, in an email Tuesday to Battalion Chief of Department John, back of his prior internal announcement admitting his use of the term horn was a poor choice of word. It was not meant to be taken literally and was never uttered by anyone on the executive staff, he wrote specifically. And it's not an investigation into members booing. Now they are realizing after the backlash on social media, people criticizing, preparing to even, spend a lot of money on these cases. Before we even go into this video, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, it will do you no harm if you share out this video.
The Bureau of Investigations and Trials is gathering video and identifying members that brought discredit to the department. We want the members to come forward. They will come to HQ to be educated on why their behavior is unacceptable. Yeah, so they're going after people who can't stand Letitia James. Seriously, who has that kind of time? And how did they bring discredit to the department? If you ask me, those firefighters just promoted themselves to a higher level of awesome. But no need to worry. It's just the Bureau of Investigation and Trials wanted to re-educate them. That sounds totally fair. I wouldn't worry. Who's leading the charge against the Trump-loving firemen? This woman, Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh, who, by the way, has never served as a firefighter and worked for Bill de Blasio in Barack Obama's 2012 re-election campaign. In other words, she leans farther to the left than a car driven by Tyrus. But she's not the only one targeting Trumpers. If you remember the surveillance of voters' bank records by the feds, which reportedly used terms like MAGA and Trump to target Trump supporters. Although there's an easier way to identify conservatives, just ask the banks who actually pay back their student loans.
The FDNY tells Fox about its investigation into its members, quote, "It has nothing to do with politics. It's about professionalism at an official event held in a house of worship." While some argue the firefighters were within their First Amendment rights, FDNY bosses are apparently furious over what they deemed as unacceptable behavior by FDNY members Thursday.
First, simmer down. Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
The Post reports a memo handed out at firehouses Sunday warns, when you're not on duty, feel however you want about politicians. Vote, protest, that's your right, but don't do it on the job's time. On Saturday, Trump went after AG James, who won a $454 million civil fraud case against him.
So in short, if you're a Republican, watch your back because you got a target on it. And if you're a Democrat and your house is on fire, feel free to ask for only Democrat firemen as you watch your house burn down. Molly, the FDNY says the investigation isn't about politics. Then why the hell did they have the state AG come to like a city thing who's clearly a political figure?
Yeah, I love how they say it's not about politics and they're not hunting anyone down when their memo themselves said, turn yourself in so we don't have to hunt you down.
Yeah.
But the thing, I actually liked hearing these boos. I don't normally like hearing people boo in a public setting. You want people to be able to speak without interruption. But Letitia James is actually a really bad person. She ran for office saying that she was going to find a crime to go after her political opponent of Trump. The crime she found, that he repaid a loan with interest where everybody was happy. I mean, that's like really tyrannical stuff. Booing is the nicest thing that should happen to Letitia James. Far, far, far worse things should be happening. But this is a start.
The news that just came out about New York City tonight is wild. You want to talk about censorship and fascism? Then you lefties are going to love this. So last week, Letitia James was at one of the FDNY ceremonies and she got booed by a lot of people in attendance. She got booed, they started chanting Trump. Now, the FDNY commissioner sent out an email to every single department in New York City saying they are hunting down the people who were booing her, saying they are hunting down the people who were booing her. They even said that they have video and they suggest that anybody who participated in that should come forward because it would be better off if they come forward versus them finding them. First of all, you can't fucking do that. What happened to free speech? Now, one of the people that were there were saying that a lot of the firefighters were off duty. They weren't in their uniform and that they can do whatever they want. They're saying that it was a political stunt in and of itself that she was even there after that whole thing happened with Trump. And then you're gonna cry in the corner just because they called you out for it? Girl, go get your big girl panties on. You want to do big girl stuff and be the one known like who tried to take down Trump? Well, then be prepared for a motherfucking lashback. There's nothing that can happen to these firefighters. And in fact, people are coming forward and saying that if anything happens to the people who booed her or were chanting Trump, they should reach out to the Fire Officers Association for legal representation. Because there's no reason they should be investigating anything. It happened, it's over. You fucking deal with the embarrassment.
According to this article, published by Fox News, the FDNY pushed back on a report that it was hunting down firefighters and staffers who booed New York Attorney General Letitia James and shouted Trump, Trump, Trump during a promotional ceremony last week, saying that it is simply looking into those who broke department regulations. Nobody's hunting anybody's down. FDNY spokesman Jim told Fox News Digital in an email on Sunday morning, "We are looking into those who clearly broke department regulations. It has nothing to do with politics. It is about professionalism at an efficient event held in a house of worship." The New York Post first reported that FDNY Chief of Department John Fox News contacted this man to actually verify if this is true. From this, you can realize they are telling us he is not going after people. They are looking into those who break the law. That is the language changing. If you are telling me that boo, some people violated by booing her, then it therefore means you are going after people who boo her. No matter how you try to twist the language, that is what I can conclude from this, which to me, it doesn't look right.